guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to episode 87 of New York Mets, and today we've come back a little bit earlier than I initially had scheduled. We're going to be playing the Baltimore Orioles, and the reason we've come back early is because a lot has happened. You'll see here, Morlock is injured. He's been injured for about 5 weeks. He's been injured for about 2 weeks. He's got another 2. He was injured for 5 weeks in total. You'll notice that we've dropped off a little bit. We're half the game behind the Braves now. We're just under 600, so not going as well as we started the season. You can see Suzuki's still killing it. We've got a couple of guys there not batting too badly. Home runs, now obviously these numbers don't include Morlock right now because he's not in the team. But Mauricio, notice Morlock is there, so maybe it does include Morlock. His batting average wasn't that bad. Anyway, I'm getting distracted here. You can see too, like the batting stats have dropped off. We were sort of second, and that's all kind of dropped away a little bit. A lot of that has coincided with Morlock's injury, I'll be honest. Now, what I wanted to catch you up on was the transactions that we've made. We have made a few. So we'll go into the transaction log here, and let's see if I can find what I'm looking for. First of all, players that have left us. 2 players have left us permanently. We've traded them away. I want to go back to May. No, we're already in May. Do I want to go back to April, perhaps? And we will see that... No, we don't. We want to be in May, and we'll see that Edwin Diaz, we've traded him away. He is now at the St. Louis Cardinals. His ERA was over 3. That's not what you want from... His whip was okay, so maybe he was being a little bit unlucky, but that's not what you want from your closer. They need to come in. They need to get the job done. So we traded him for Ismael Aguirre, a 27-year-old Argentine who is... well, better than him now, so I think we did really, really well to get him in. We're paying him so much less. Now, possible arbitration at the end of this season, so I don't know how that's going to work out for us. But, we'd have to more than double his wage to get to what Diaz was making, and I think right now he's better. He hasn't got off to the best of starts, to be honest. 6 games in a year of just under 6, and a whip of just under 2. So he's had a horrible start to his time at the Mets. But in theory, he is better. Now, the other person that has left us, we did get rid of Felipe Vazquez. Again, his ERA was over 4. His whip was 1.65. You can see he's gone to Detroit and done okay in his first little, 3.5 innings or 3 2/3 innings there. But he was 33. He was dropping away, so we traded him. And what we got in return was an outfielder, because I feel like we were maybe an outfielder short. So we got in Reese Albert, who has done okay for us since he came in, batting 308. He's only had 13 at bats, so very, very early days yet, but you'd rather start like that than not. Can cover pretty much any position in the outfield and cover it well. Decent enough on the bases, decent enough at the plate. Still some improvement there to be had. I think he's a really good pickup for us, and again, we're just paying him on the minimum right now. So really, really happy with that trade as well. Now, what we did do... with that trade, obviously that means we're a pitcher short, is we've called up Antoine Harris from AAA. He was not doing too badly. He wasn't doing great in AAA, to be honest. His whip was fine, so maybe the ERA is a little bit misleading. Last year, if you remember when we called him into the team to see how he went, he did really, really well. So we've called him back in. He's only had 1.2 innings, as you can see. Not gone so well. Whip of 3, ERA of 21.5, a little bit more worse than that. So we'll give him a little bit more time. But yeah, he's not... the movement is what continues to worry me about him, but we'll see how he goes. And the other thing that we've done, Jovan has gone down to AAA. We've called in... because Jovan wasn't doing well. I'll show you his stats in just a second. And we've called up Cortijo, who we were considering, if you remember right back to spring training, giving a starting rotation spot this year anyway. He went to AAA, he was doing well, his whip was just over 1, his ERA was under 3, so I thought, you know what, it's time, in he comes. Last year he didn't do very well. Today he is the starting pitcher. We see his first start back up in the majors, so we'll see how he goes today. Was there anything else I wanted to catch you up on? I was going to show you Jovan, wasn't it, because he was just... He needed a break, I think. What was he was doing here? His ERA was 5.2. His whip was 135. So again, maybe his ERA is a little bit misleading, but he wasn't... He ended last season poor as well. So I think it was time to send him back, see what he does, see if he can get some confidence back in AAA. Looks like his first start was pretty good. 7 innings, 1 base runner perhaps, and no earned runs. So... I wonder if he's going to be in the what's called in football the Huckabee zone, where you're not quite good. You're too good for the second level, but not quite good enough for the top level. Maybe we'll call that the Jovan zone. So that's where we're at in terms of the squad. Now, if you have a look at how we've been doing since last episode. Now, we left off against it that we're getting swept by San Diego, didn't we? So we started in May. We started against the Dodgers. Now, game 1 of this series, we did okay. We won it in the 9th with 4 runs, which was excellent. A 3-run walk-off home run by Suzuki got the job done in the end. So that was really, really good. Rest of that series didn't go too well. We lost the last 2. Game 2 here. This was another Syndergaard start, and it was another horror start. Look at that. 3.2 innings, 5 earned runs given up. His ERA was at 5 at that point. You will have noticed, and I'll show you the stats again in a second, he's improved a little. He's got his ERA down just under 4, but he's still without a win this season, which is just unbelievable to think that I'm saying that out loud and not joking. Alright, we played the Pirates then. Game 1 of this series, we won it in the 14th innings, which was really, really good. It was a walk-off Del Castillo triple that got the job done there for us eventually. So that was good. Rest of the series didn't perhaps go to plan. We lost game 3 of the series. This is where Morlock got injured. And at that point, we called up Hal, one of the young outfielders. But with the trade for Reese, we put Hal back down in AAA. All right, we played the Miami games series then. Now, we won the first game. We lost the second game. Game 3 of this series got postponed. So we'll play that later on in the season. We went to San Francisco to play the Giants. It was pretty much on this day off. That was where we traded Albert for Vasquez, and we called in Harris as well at that point, and that was when Hal went back down to AAA. We played the Giants. Game 1, we won it in the 12th innings, which was excellent. Again, we're winning games in extra innings, which we weren't doing last season, so that's good. We're winning the close ones, and that's important. Rest of that series was not much to report there. We went to LA while we were over in California. Game 2 here, we lost it in the 10th. Which is frustrating, losing a game in extra innings, but it was a tight game that just kind of got away from us again in the end. A 3-run home run off Aguirre in the end, the new boy, the new closer, which obviously is disappointing to see. But Stefanovic, a really, really good start from him in that one. 7 innings, only giving up the 1 earned run. Where are we here? Against the Dodgers, wasn't it? Excuse me. So then game 3 of this series, excellent stuff, because we scored 7 runs in the 4th, and we pretty much just took the rest of the day off after that. So that was really good. And then, of course, we won the first series of this first game of this Baltimore series. Today we have the second game of that series. A quick look at the pitching stats for you so you can see how everybody's doing so far this year. As I always say, pause it if you want to see it a little bit longer. Hoffman absolutely smashing it to pieces. 9 starts. It's yet to register a win, but an ERA of 1.8 is sensational. Peterson is still doing well with his 9 starts, 3 wins, an ERA of 1.50. Again, he's dropped off a little bit. Stefanovic is coming back more in the sort of zone that we want him to be in. It is Syndergaard that's just unbelievable. He's unbelievably bad. You may have noticed back here, or you could probably see over here, his WAR is 2.01. Yeah, 2.1. So he's not doing. For whatever that's worth, he's still the best pitcher in that sense, but he's just not getting results. He's giving up runs and he's not registering wins, which is disappointing. And if we have a look at the hitting, it's going okay. You can see everybody's stats there. We're kind of regressing to normal, sort of in the 250 zone. Benintendi's a disappointment, still only batting 190. His on-base percentage is under 300 as well, so it's not like he's getting himself sort of off the hook there. Suzuki continues to absolutely smash it to pieces. Look at that on-base percentage, 4.35. And the other one that's doing really well this year is Griff. On-base percentage, just under 4 for him. So he's doing really, really well. The standings as they are right now coming into this game, as I said, we have 1 game back of the Braves right now. The Phillies are right there as well. We're still, compared to the rest of baseball, a relatively good team, but we have fallen away a little bit. You can see again, the last 5, we're back to 500. So ideally, we'd like to kick on. It is a tight wild card race as well. So we're in a better position than we were this time last year, but it's still not perfect. Anyway, guys, let's go and have a look at the team we're sending out to face Baltimore today. I mean, those matchups look like they're going okay for us, don't they? We win every single matchup here. You'd like to think we'll get the job done. So Griff McGear leads off. He plays second base. Mauricio bats second at shortstop. Chevron Newton in, of course, for the injured Morlock, getting an extended run of the team. He bats 3 and is at third. The legend is cleaning up in center field. Reese Albert gets the start in this one for Benintendi. He bats 5 in left field. Suzuki bats 6 in right field. Francesco Alvarez bats 7. He's the catcher. The Brickhouse bats 8. He is at first base, and you can see there in a little bit of a slump. As I said, Harold Cortijo gets the start. His first start of the season for us. We're up against Cooper Stinson. What's the Coop doing this season? A whip of 1.29. ERA of under 3. So he's doing okay. We need to have our bats today, I think. It's one of these, isn't it? Cortillo's first start, a pitcher from their end that is looking decent. So we're gonna have to be at our best today, I think, to get something. Looks like Cortillo's 0-2. Could he dare start his first First start of the season up from AAA with a strikeout. That would be something nice, wouldn't it? Go on, Harold. Come on, mate. Go on. There we go. Nicely done, Harry. Excellent, excellent stuff. That's what we'd like to see from our pitchers. All right, we go again. It's Glowinky at the plate. He's got a piece of that, but Albert Reese out there should make a simple catch in left field, and he does. Reese Albert, not Albert Reese. Reese Albert. I'll get there. He's new. He's new. Give me a chance to learn the names. Evan White now up against Harold. Oh, that's been well hit. Suzuki's tracking back and makes the play. There we go. A nice, comfortable first innings for Harry. And we go at the plate now with Griff McGear. Come on, Griffey boy. What's he got for us? Can he start us off with a nice double like he tends to do? He's got a piece of it. It's gone straight to shortstop, though, and that is not going to get him on base. So that's one away for us. Ronnie Mauricio steps in. Batting .259. He's slightly disappointing, but we'll see how he goes here. He's got that back up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. A one-out single. First hit of the game, and Mauricio stands up at first. We don't really slide at first, do you? But you know what I mean. Rounds first. I forget what the term is for that. It brings up Chevron Newton, who's done okay. He's no Bernhard Morlock, but he's done okay, and he strikes out from a full count. At least he went down swinging. He brings up Legend, still only batting .214, but 21 RBIs, so he's not doing too badly. Mauricio goes for the steal, makes it relatively easily in the end, and that gives us a runner in scoring position with a full count, 2 out to Legend. What can he do? Live up to your name, mate. He strikes out. Legend, come on, man. That's all right. That's all right. We go again with Harry on the mound. It's Diaz to the plate. Yusanel Diaz. That is slapped down the first base line. Suzuki's there, but he's not going to be able to prevent a double. Oh, is he? That's a good throw. No, it's not. It's cut off. Why did we not let it? It's the animation. I know. It's a leadoff double, though. That's not good. Come on, Harry. Back on it, son. Back on it. TJ Friedel comes in the bat. What's he batting this year? .322, and he's on fire. Oh, straight to Ronnie Mauricio, over to first base, and that extinguishes the fire for now. Xavier Bogerts comes in. He's batting .288, so they've got some decent hitting down the order, haven't they? That's back up the middle. It should be an out. Mauricio over to Brick, and there we go. That's 2 away. Runner at third, though, so we just need to be a little bit careful here, please, Harry. If we could get Emmanuel Riviera out. He's batting .291. The best. Well, I tell you what. Just looking at their batting averages there, they're all way up in the threes, but Harry sits him back down. Go on, Harry. There we go. Excellent stuff. He's got through. Look at these batting averages. They're all 231. Look at that. 312, 309, 187. I don't know why he's so far up the order. He's probably a power hitter, isn't he? But look at that. They've got a really, really good, batting average-wise, really good lineup. Reese Albert comes in for us. Our first look at him on the channel as a Met. He's hit that really well. Reese Albert with a leadoff single. Nicely done, son. Benintendi hasn't been doing that. I do think the good thing about Reese Albert is that he can pretty much play anywhere in the outfield and do a good job of it. Suzuki comes up now. That's been popped up. It's not the Suzuki we've come to know and love this season. And that will keep Albert at first with 1 away. Brings up Francesco Alvarez, who's done quite well. Batting as the catcher, batting .250. We've gone the steal with Albert. He's nowhere near it, and that is a man caught stealing and taken off in handcuffs. Come on, Alvarez, just swing for the fences now, please. He's hit that really well. No, he hasn't. It's been popped up, and it's going to be caught out there in center field, and that ends our second innings. For the second time, we can't get a base runner around. And that is what it is, I guess. All right, come on, Harry. He's done well so far through 2 innings. Can he keep this going? Oh, that's been crushed. That is 1-0 to the Orioles. And, yeah, I mean, he's a young pitcher. He's a new pitcher. It can happen, can't it? It's just one mistake. And that's what happens to you in the big leagues, mate. All right, we're up against the opposition pitcher now. Let's register another strikeout here. Gets him with a changeup. Nicely done. All right, 3 strikeouts. He's not doing too bad. It's just frustrating. He's given 1 hit, pretty much. Walks a runner there. It's not what we need with 1 out. Runner on first. Another guy here batting over 300. Why can't we get guys batting over 300? It's really frustrating. It's going to be a double play, though. Well done. There we go. That gets us out of that mess. We really struggle, don't we, to get guys. I don't know if it's a batting coach thing. I don't know. Maybe it's just a national. No, because you'd think. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Brickhouse comes in the bat. 0-2. He's in a slump. Oh, he's hit that. No, he hasn't. He's popped it up. Is it going to get over center field's head, though? It's going to be a good catch. It is a good catch on the run at the wall. And Brickhouse, a little bit unlucky there. Harold comes in for probably his first career at bat. What can he do? He gets a piece of it. First pitch swinging, but straight to second base. And that is going to be the second out of our third. Griff comes in to bat. Just swing for the fences, mate, with 2 outs. See how far you can hit it. He's got it down to third base. It's not going to get the job done, is it? And first pitch hitting is not the smartest thing when we're trying to get their guy out of the game as quickly as possible. So we go again now with Harold Cortijo. What's he got for us this time? That's straight to Griff. And Griff over to Spencer Brickhouse. And that is the first out. Excellent stuff. And we go again up against Yusmel Diaz, who is only batting 187 this season. Be nice if we could keep that. Maybe lower it down a little bit. There we go. My voice is rapidly fading on me here, isn't it? Another strikeout. He's got 4 strikeouts, and we're not yet done the 4th inning, so that's good. TJ Friedel comes in the bat now. What's he got for us? Come on, Harry. He's hit it. It should be easy enough out there for Legend. He's coming in, and we can all retire into the dugout for our 4th, the bottom of the 4th for our batting innings, of course. We're still down 1-0, though. Come on, Ronnie Mauricio. It's a full count. Can you get us on base with a leadoff? No, it's straight. He's pretty much hit it to the first baseman standing on first base, and that could not be any easier. Chevron Newton, 0 for 1 today, but batting .278 this season. He's doing okay. That's a walk. We'll take that. Well done, mate. 1 out, runner at first. He's not the best base runner, but there's maybe he could get a steal. It's Legend. 1 strike. Legend gets a hit. There we go. That's much better. There we go. That's going to be Newton going for third. Can he stretch it? He can. 1 out. Runners at the corners. Good aggressive base running. I like that. Now, Reese Albert, don't get into a double play, please, mate. That's all I ask of you. Don't get into a double play. He's got it through. There we go. Reese Albert with an RBI. Well done to him. I think it's his first RBI as a Met. We'll have a look, but he's tied it up. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Reese Albert, no, he's got... Oh, no, that's going to be including his time at the Detroit Tigers, I think. Anyway, Suzuki comes in the bat now with a chance to add to our score. Go on, Suzuki. He strikes out. Oh, unlucky, unlucky. It's Alvarez now with a chance. What can he do? He's 1-2. He's hit it. It's not going to find the grass out there, though. We've tied it up, but we couldn't do anything more. Despite having 4 hits to their 2, it is still a 1-all ball game. Xavier Bogut steps in the bat. He's 0 for 1 today. Harry to continue, of course. That's down to Brickhouse. Brickhouse played a little bit of tunnel ball there, it looks like, and that's a lead-off single. Are they just starting to get to Harry? Just ever so slightly, I wonder. Riviera comes in now. Riviera, that's to Morlock. That should be... Oh, it's not, there's Newton. Oh, we've got a double play there. 1 away, but the runner does get to second. It's the home run hitting Milaz that comes back into bat this time around. Come on, Harry. You've got this guy. You're better than him. There we go. Sits him down. That's 2 away. Still with the runner at second, but the pitching slot up to bat. Finish him, mate. Oh, he's hit that. Suzuki should be able to come in and make an easy play, though, and we get away with that single there. Well done, Harry. He's through 5, only given up the 1 earned run and the 3 hits. I think he's done really, really well so far. It's Brickhouse, 1-2. Brickhouse, again, gets a decent hit on it. Not as well as the last. Actually, that's just a regulated pop-up, isn't it? It's not as good as it looked initially. That is the first out, and it brings up Harry for his second bat. What's he got for us this time? Again, he's got a piece of it, but this time the shortstop. And again, that's not going to get the job done. So it's 2 away. Griff comes in the bat again. A bit of a sort of nothing mission here, isn't it? He gets a hit back up the middle. Oh, it's a 2-out single. Is it going to be a bit of a waste, though? We really need those at 1 out, don't we? Or none out. But a hit is a hit, and well done to Griff. And it brings up Ronnie Mauricio, batting 1 for 2. Can he advance Griff here? Again, it's a pop-up. We're getting hits, which is good. We haven't... Oh, it's a good catch out there in the end. I don't remember too many strikeouts from us so far this game. We're getting hits, which is good. We're hitting the ball rather than striking out. We've given up a lead-off walk there, though. Come on, Harry. You're better than that, mate. That's his second walk, and that will do it for him. Bobby Nichols comes in. Bobby Nichols, an ERA of, you can see there, 3.38. He's done okay, but he has had his off day, but that's going to be a double play. It's a horrible throw. What's that? What is that, Griff? What is that from Griff? It looks like he had to avoid the runner, so perhaps that will give him an out there. All right. It is... Why does Griff have nothing next to his defense there? He can play second base. Anyway, it's one away. Runner at first. Nichols continues. They've gone the steal, and we're nowhere near getting him there. So there is a runner at second now. 2-1. Come on, Bobby Nichols. That is straight to Griff. Over to first, please, mate. In your own time. There we go. All right, that's 2 away. It is the runner to third, though. It is Yusonel Diaz, who is 1 for 2 so far today. We need to get this out. It's down to what's his name? Newton. Newton over the Brickhouse. And again, we get out of the 6th innings without giving up anything. It's a tight game, isn't it? We could do with getting Cooper Stainton out of this game, if I'm honest. Newton now comes in the bat. 1-2. And he strikes out. That looks like it might have been a bit wide, but it is what it is. Legend comes in the bat now. What's he got for us? Come on, Legend. Legend. Oh, has he got enough of it? It looks big. It looks huge. Legend! It's a home run! It's the first time we've seen him hit a home run on the channel. 435 feet. And Legend lives up to his name and smashes that one. It's 2-1 to the Mets. Oh, Legend. What a hit that was. Well done. Reese Albert now comes up to bat. Another one of the new boys. The newest of the new boys. He's got a hit on that, but again, it's been popped up. And that will be 2 away as the centre fielder comes in to make a pretty standard catch out there. We've taken the lead. It's Suzuki now. Can our other Japanese hero get us another hit? It's back up the middle. It's not going to beat the shortstop, and that will end the innings. But not before Legend gives us back the lead. And that is excellent stuff. Unfortunately for Harold Cortijo, he's not in line for the win. That's going to go to Bobby Nichols should all things go to plan from here. That's back up the middle, though, and that is a leadoff single in the top of the 7th. Ideally, we really want Nichols to get us through this one, don't we? And then we can maybe look to start and close it down. Oh, Alvarez has let it slip past him. None out. Runner at second. Are we going to give this run straight back to them? Come on, Bobby Nichols. That's... Oh, we would have got a double play. No, it's gotten through. It's gotten through. None out. Runners at the corners. Bobby, what are you doing, mate? What are you doing? No. Oh, okay. So we've got... Soto is now at shortstop, so we've taken Mauricio out of the game. No, we're taking Griff out of the game. Mauricio's gone to second. Okay, I can deal with that. It's a good defensive play, if nothing else. But we need a strikeout and a double play in that order, please. We've walked. None out. Bases loaded. Bobby Nichols, mate, what are you doing? You've got to get yourself out of this. Come on, strikeout. There we go. That's absolutely massive. All right, a double play now could get us out of this mess. Could he get us out of this jam? They're pinch hitting, so their pitcher's out of the game, but we need to stay in the lead here if we can. That's been hit. It's going to be caught by Suzuki, but I don't know that Suzuki has the arm to get the out at home. No, he does. He keeps the runner at third. Well done, Suzuki. 2 away with Cruz. Can Nichols get himself out of this mess? It would be a hell of an effort. That's down to Brickhouse. No, it's gotten through. Is it going to score 2? It might score. It is going to score 2. And we find ourselves behind. And that is really, really frustrating. It's really, really annoying. We've just got ahead and taken the lead, and we've given it all back to him. We're not out of this yet. We're not out of this yet. Come on, Bobby Nichols. That is a good save by Soto, and it's... Oh, Brickhouse! It's going to score 2. What are we doing? It's a throwing error on Soto. We're 5-2 down. Ayala comes in and... I mean, it's that should have got us out of the innings. Yes, and it's going to be another run, isn't it? Come on, Legend. What's your arm like, mate? What's your arm like? It's not that good. Oh, it's been a horror 7th innings. We've given up 5. And we're still not out of it. It's frustrating that they've scored on an error. Brickhouse should get that, and that will end a disastrous 7th innings. We stretch. I tell you what, I feel like we should have a noose around our neck while we're stretching. What have we done? It's frustrating that the error has given up the extra runs there, but I mean, we've strike out there for somebody. Alvarez has struck out. Brickhouse comes in. He's done absolutely nothing for a while now. Can he get something underway here? No, that's straight back to the pitcher. Are we pinch hitting? It's Benintendi that comes in for the pitching slot. I mean, he's been rubbish for a while now. I'm so downhearted now. That's such a... What have we done? 5 runs. Come on, guys. You can't be doing that. We do it a lot as well. Villanez comes in now for the 8th. It's such a shame. We were doing so well until that innings. And Bobby Nichols, he's one of these guys that he's really, really good until he's not. And then he's horrible. I'd rather, just give up 1 run every 3 innings instead of being like scoreless for 4, and then give up 5 runs in an innings, because we can't come back from that. That destroys the game. 1 run here or there, and that's okay. And I think it was the last episode that Nichols did something similar. He's trying to steal. That's easily done. Because we had the pass ball. No, that might have been previous innings. I don't know. I'm just in a general ball of negativity now. Miguel Soto. All right, mate. You owe us for that throwing error that's cost us the extra couple of runs. What's he got for us? He's hit one down the first base line. Could not be any easier. And that is the first out of the bottom of the 8th. Brings up Mauricio. Now playing second base, of course. Mauricio gets a decent hit on it, but it's a bit too high, and it's going to give both either of those guys could have caught it out there. But in the end, center fielder makes the catch, and that's 2 away. It brings up Chevron Newton up against the lefty, where he doesn't particularly shine. He's a switch hitter, of course, so he can go either side. That's a ball. Gives us a base runner. Can Legend launch another home run here and maybe just give us a sniff if we can get back to 6-4? He's hit it. He's hit it not well enough, though, and that is going to end it for us. And, yeah, we need a miracle 9th innings now. It's going to be Villanez to continue up against Millas, who has already hit 1 home run today. It's his only hit, though. He's 1 for 3. Back up the middle. It's easy enough for Soto. And, hey, he can do a throw to first base. So that's 1 away. Alec Bohm. I think... Bohm? I don't know. He sounds Swedish. He struck out whoever he is. That's the good stuff there from Villanez. And we go again. Villanez is just so reliable, isn't he? I love Villanez. Come on, mate. Do it again for us. That's been popped up out there for Suzuki. And we need the Miracle Mets need a miracle 9th innings. Otherwise, we're going to split a series against a relatively poor Baltimore team that we were at the head on every head-to-head. We had the better player. And somehow we've managed to lose this game. Come on, boys. It's just been popped up again by Reese Alberts. And that is 1 away. Seiya Suzuki comes in. We need base runners, don't we? That's the problem here. 1 swing isn't going to do it. That's a decent swing, but it's too high. The distance that ball traveled is probably over 400 feet, but 200 feet of it was straight up in the air. We're 2 down. It's Alvarez, and we've managed to really throw this one away. Alvarez, that's going to get down, is it? Yes, it is. It's a 2-out base hit. Can we do the miracle of all miracles? It's Brickhouse in his slump. Somehow, I don't think it's going to end well for us. Brickhouse strikes out. And that is a really, really frustrating loss. And there we go. Just like that, we dropped to 3rd in the division. We are out of the playoff race. And it's not particularly happy days right now. No, we're not. Why are Atlanta? Oh, because they're tied. So, no, we're still in the playoff race. Just. Yeah, I mean, it's only half a game back, but it's the recent trend, isn't it? The recent trend isn't good. And we have been good at home of late. But we've just let ourselves down there ever so slightly. Now, there is a draft. The first year player draft is coming up soon. That's on the 4th of the 6th. So that's next month, relatively soon. So we'll come back. There we go. For our game at Tampa Bay, we'll get a designated hitter, which is exciting for that one. We'll see what sort of stars of the future we can find. But yeah, that's just been a little bit. This month has just been a little bit disappointing. It's not been a May to remember. Hopefully, we'll pick it up in the next week or so here, and we'll be back for as I said, the first year player draft and game 3 of a series at Tampa Bay. If you've enjoyed this, guys, I don't know why you would have. Maybe all but that that stupid friggin' Nichols innings. Anyway, guys, don't forget to hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you on Monday for a series against the game against Tampa in a first year player draft. Enjoy your weekend, guys. Take care.